Yo, what's going
Happy
on?
Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody.
Welcome to Venom and Vision, the podcast
Mm-mm-mm.
where we keep it real about life, love, and everything in between. We are your hosts, Erin
John,
and around here we are not afraid to talk about the sweet, the messy, and the truth.
the
Most
truth.
people avoid.
Correct. It's a lot
So
of
sit back, relax, and let's get into it.
what we talk about today.
Tonight we are talking about disagreements and deal breakers. And we're kind of tying in that mental health
Yeah.
for women because we didn't touch on that. We missed happy Juneteenth to everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Facts.
We missed out last week due to some celebrations and um, other things going on.
Hung out with some of
So
my brothers and celebrated my other brother Pete for his birthday last week. I had a great time. Uh,
it's 2 weeks ago.
it was
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago,
A
wasn't it?
baby shower last
Yeah, we had a
week.
baby shower
Shout out
last. Yeah.
to Martha and
Yeah, Keisha
Keisha.
Jr.
But we had a good time. And then we had some other things to do. But happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Y'all doing your thing. Um, that's the thing. Is Father's Day was
The best Father's Day I've ever had.
it was like crickets outside.
Tell them why.
But it was like crickets
What
outside.
do you think that's about?
I was pretty much like we went to eat breakfast and there was nobody in the restaurants. But then again we kinda went early too and we missed the church, the after church crowd too. So but it just seemed like it was just not as celebrated as Mother's Day is.
It is. I'm glad you realized that. You got a first-hand experience.
It's not a first time experience. Like
I said first-hand experience.
no. I've seen it before, but it's just like I'm really paying attention. And you would think that over time some things would change, but no, I guess not.
Oh no, it's crazy outside.
Um, but yeah,
Cheers.
you had a good Father's Day,
I had a great Father's Day.
and
She had me crying, y'all. She made one of those she made
a forever song.
one of those forever songs you see on the internet where I know you see her on Instagram and things like that, Facebook, TikTok, where the guy or the girl is they have somebody listening to a song that is specifically made for them, but they're not paying attention
Until
until they're paying attention.
mhm.
She got me exactly like that. If she was filming it, we probably could have made millions of dollars. Because we were
Nice.
riding and I was driving and I like to be the DJ because some music sucks sometimes. So I
That's
was
what.
like, yo, I'm gonna play my music. I was like, no, I want to hear that trash music you got. And then so we ride and she put the song on. I'm not paying attention for real until I hear them say something about 9 years married. Yeah, I started like, what song is this? And then as it progressed, my eyes started steaming up and my sunglasses and I became soft as cake frosting. All right.
Happy
But
birthday.
so to the prompt where we at.
So we're gonna open it up with a question.
Okay, what's the question?
Are most relationships ending because of one major betrayal or because of years of small unresolved problems that keep building or that have kept building?
I think it's probably the latter. The several small problems that have built up until somebody click off and they're just done. Um, I think it has a lot to do with the communication or lack thereof, or the lack of accountability when being communicated to, and brushing things under the rug. You know, if you're holding things back and not, checking disrespect or, slights when they happen, then you will find yourself in a situation where you just let it build up and you're quiet, build up and you're quiet. This infraction, that infraction, this infraction, that infraction. Till one day you just click off and I don't want this anymore. What do you think?
I think it's kind of just both, a mix of both. Uh, One major betrayal could be that somebody cheated. That's pretty much like the most common thing. Um,
But some people get cheated on and stay.
that's why I said it's a mix of both. Because if you're gonna keep on cheating, it's like, okay, how many times, and then you have enough. But like I said, some people are just, they'll just be ready to leave after that one time. Others may not. Others may just be like, uh, just trying to give the other person the benefit of the doubt, and they're still a good person. However, stuff keeps on happening, and you just adding it to the list until you just kind of have had enough. Um, so I think it's a mix of both, really. Um, but let's talk about the difference between a disagreement and a deal breaker. A disagreement, what would you say a disagreement is
Something
versus
small,
a deal breaker?
something small, difference of opinion on something. You know, maybe I want to go a different direction than you want to go to the same place because I think it's faster, or you may think it's faster, or there's less traffic, or whatever the case may be, something along those lines. And we both think we're right, but that can start some unnecessary drama, especially if the plan is still to get there.
Mhm.
Sometimes that can be, uh, you know, cause and I'll say it like this: that's something small that could turn into something big because it may be, like you said, some unresolved issues that have transpired months and months and months ago. You could be like, you bet, but I think you should go get us just like you thought we should do something else. You know what I mean? So, there's unresolved issues. You shouldn't make a mountain to a mole, though. But I think that is one, type of disagreement you can have. Something small that you don't, that, small things to giants. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily have to um, get really big.
So, according to the dictionary or the big book of Google,
Mm,
a disagreement is a failure to agree or a difference of opinion between two or more people.
yeah, that's literally just it.
What is a deal breaker? A deal breaker is something, it could be anything, any kind of behavior, condition, or non negotiable term that causes someone to immediately walk away.
Mhm.
So, a deal breaker for us is like cheating, right? If
Right.
I did not say Siri, these phones,
I
they just
think,
be listening.
if you've given somebody your body, you're supposed to give to me, or vice versa. If I'm giving somebody that's supposed to be yours, that should be a deal. You know what I mean? But to each his own. You know what I mean? Because some people might not consider that a deal breaker right off the top.
Mhm.
You know, but for us, that's what the deal breaker is. That's party over. There's nothing really else to talk about. Yeah, this shit is. Bonito. I don't want that for anybody to be cheated on or things of that nature. It's no good. Uh, be it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically cheated on. You don't want that. Uh, you know, I think that the physical is just far worse for me. Uh, I think for men though, we can physically cheat and not have the emotional connection to it, which I still think is trash. You know what I mean? It's still bullshit. If you really want me to be honest about it, people cheat. Why do you think people cheat?
They're not satisfied. They're not satisfied with the person that they're with. They are um, just have a compulsive behavior. Uh, they're always just looking for more than what they have.
I think it's simple is because they fucking wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there's
that's it.
always a reason behind it.
Whatever reason you can come up with is bullshit because you still make the choice to do it or not. I can say, oh, it's because I felt like you weren't listening, or I was getting this from this person, or whatever the case, it's all bullshit. That's a way of justifying your bad decisions. You know what I mean? Like you made a choice to cheat. There's nothing else. You did some sucker shit, or you did some hoe shit. It's it's only that. I don't care what this. You know what I mean? Like it's only that. You know. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah. So are some deal breakers created from hurt instead of true incompatibility?
Mm,
Like
it could be,
are they
yeah,
playing get back?
because no, I'm just saying, like, as far as okay, I'm making this deal breaker with you because I've been cheated on before, and I'm not going for it no more. That's what I'm saying. That's what that means.
That's fair.
So it could be because of past hurt, uh, true incompatibility. Mm, it could be that too.
So how do couples learn from the difference between we see this differently? The
Versus this violates my values and boundaries.
mhm.
That just comes with experience. Uh, just going through certain things together and realizing that you may have certain thoughts or values about something that, and I see something differently. Uh, like, there's a lot of things for us, just saying, as an example, there's a lot of things for us that you may see really passionately, you'll feel really passionately about, and it causes you to be very emotional or um
Matter of
like it.
fact,
Hmm.
matter of fact about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then on the other hand, I am the type, like, I'll sit back, just try to analyze certain things before reacting.
It's not always true.
I'm just saying I'm giving an example
Oh,
of
okay.
the situation
Okay.
that we're talking about, how we see things, certain things differently.
Okay. That's fair.
Well, when it comes to the kids, we see the same. Like, if anybody tries to mess with our kids, we see red.
I see black. I'm planning on going. Planning on
So,
going. I'll just go ahead and get my either my bond money or money for my books. That's that's the only thing. Just get my bond money or money for my books. That's all I got for you right now, Phil. Um,
as far as values and boundaries. Um, I think for the most part, relationships should discuss those things beforehand or at the beginning. Um,
But see, even if they do, some people see those boundaries as a possibility or not stamped in it.
mm,
Maybe it's a suggestion as opposed to I don't know. I stand firm on this. It just depends on the delivery and how you're trying to let them know, like, hey, listen,
mhm,
I really need you to understand this is where I draw the line at. But if you allow somebody to step over those boundaries continuously, they're not going to respect those boundaries anyway because it looks like you don't respect your boundaries.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect to say, I have boundaries, these are my boundaries, but you keep letting them be habitual line steppers.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Stepping over the line, things of that nature. It's going to end badly.
Yeah.
So, how do small misunderstandings become major arguments? What do you think?
Hmm. Small misunderstandings can become big arguments when you don't handle them right away, when
Hmm.
you don't face them right away, when you don't talk about them right away, and things just kind of build up or escalate later on.
I think one of the major ones is to assume instead of asking.
Mm,
Assume that you assume that that's what they meant by what it is they said.
mhm,
Oh well, this is what you said, but that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? Like if I say something, I mean it. Or if somebody says something and you're confused or want clarifying
want some
clarification,
clarity.
then you need to start asking clarifying questions. So what did you mean by that? Are you saying this? Instead of jumping out the window and be like, oh, so they're saying that I'm not doing this. That could not even be the case of what it is they're saying. I think that's how small things become. That's one of the reasons small things become big, gigantic things. And also how one comment can become a fight because of the meaning as
Things being taken out of
yeah,
context.
you know what I mean, and it may be like they might see it as an attack, um, or the meaning that we attach to it. You know what I mean? So if I say something and you might be like, oh, well, if he says he doesn't like this particular meal, I can't cook.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would jump out the window with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, so if I say, well, today wasn't your best work. What are you trying to say? Today wasn't your best work. That's it.
Mm, mm,
Well, I won't cook nothing else. Why would you not cook anything else? You didn't like this. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how things jump off out the window. Things, those type of things that could,
mm.
what I mean, mess
Do you
things up.
think I'm just kind of dive into us a little bit
Mhm.
with that. Do you think that sometimes I can be very
What up, Gigi?
um like literal? Like I try to be like really like literal when it comes to certain things if we get into like a disagreement.
No, I think you.
Cause you'll be like, if I say something, I'm like, wait a minute now, this is exactly what I said. But you'll be like, come on now. Like I'm not stupid. Act like I know you.
No, see, I'm literal. You beat around the bush.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you won't. You won't get to.
I'm
You
trying
won't.
the way I'm trying to explain it, because I know What I be doing?
Yes, I know you know what the fuck you be doing too. You be trying to act like you don't know what you're doing. And that's the shit that be pissing me off. I be like, nigga.
Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't right now.
I got an example.
What?
This fucking bed.
Okay, what? What about it?
About the way you went about it. You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing. Yeah. Nope.
I'm gonna say something. This is a fact. And it might be hard for you to agree, but a lot of times you just don't listen. You listen for a brief second when I say stuff, and then later on it's a whole surprise to you.
No, it's you leave shit out. It's you leave shit out.
Maybe I'm too soft spoken.
No,
Maybe I
it's
need
just
to
you
start
leave.
yelling a
No,
little bit
it's you
more.
leave shit out.
No.
You leave shit out. You be like, oh, this is just in case.
But you got to catch on.
No, hell no, hell no. Say what it is and leave it
You
right there.
catch
Don't
on.
no, ain't no catch
No.
on. And say what it is. Don't bullshit around with it.
That's manipulation.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
I don't be manipulative.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't. I don't be manipulative. That's not me. Anyway, it's
y'all send help. Send help.
A lot of things you just don't hear me. Like
I
you
hear
don't
exactly what you say. You just be trying to add extra shit later. You're trying to add extra shit later. What I meant.
You'll be like, I got to remind you every single
You remind me of certain things, but when if it's something involving, if we've had the conversation about it and I've given you specific instructions and you do something else, I'm like, oh, so it's fuck what I said. Because most of the time I don't say nothing about nothing you do, really. It's just when I do, you still be like, maybe.
Like maybe I can get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Sometimes.
If shit don't work out the way you want it to. But
sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I hear you. So another reason, small misunderstandings could turn into arguments, major arguments, is because you're bringing up arguments instead of old stuff, instead of stuff from current issue. Yes, that happens. Vic, what up, baby?
That happens a lot with us. Not just me bringing up old stuff. You bring up old stuff too. Don't even.
I only bring up. Hold on. I only bring up old
try.
stuff if you try to bring up old stuff that's irrelevant. Yeah, that's irrelevant to the conversation. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's where we going. Most of the time, I jump right. I stay in the pocket. So you want to jump out the window? I jump right along with you.
You stay bringing up old stuff.
Hey, listen. If you want it, I got it. I promise.
And then we get back.
When you jump out the window, guess what?
But then when I be trying to go back to the current issue, you'll be like, stop. Like, don't do that. Or you missing the point. What are you talking about?
Because if I bring something up, it correlates with the point you're trying to make.
You go so far, it'll be so far off. And like, I'll be trying to like, let's reel it back in.
I hear you.
Let's reel it back in.
That's when it's getting too hot in the kitchen.
No.
Start sweating and wipe your eyebrows.
Because I can stand the heat.
I hear you, Jimmy.
You don't like when I argue. You don't like me to argue.
I don't like to argue with nobody.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You are very argumentative.
No, I like to have a spirited debate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that may be true. Okay. But if you got into an argument, you're gonna keep on going.
Oh, if I'm winning? Or if I think
you're gonna make sure you're trying to win. Like you're gonna make it like you're trying to win.
No, that's not always
yes,
true.
It is.
If we can come to an understanding, but see, my whole thing is this.
But I'm just
I just want everybody's point to be heard. You know what I mean? Without it being, um, you know, without we don't necessarily have to agree when we're talking. You know what I mean? So that'd be my thing. Like you have your point, okay. Well, this is my point on it, and then but we just keep going back and forth because
you like to go back and forth.
not necessarily.
Yes, you do. You love it.
No, I
I
don't.
don't.
So what else can cause
Choosing your words wisely.
no?
Oh, nothing. We're done with that part.
Okay. So choose your words wisely, especially in a disagreement. Because what you don't want to do is find yourself in a situation where you're saying things to cut each other.
And that's why I be quiet. That's why I be quiet because if I'm going to argue, I'm going to try to win.
Which gets us nowhere.
So
So
I'm not going to say anything to
we're
hurt
not
you.
just talking
I'm not
about
trying to hurt
we're
you.
not just talking about us. This is for
Yes, we
everybody
have to give
else.
an example.
No, but no. How are we giving an example? You say that's why I stay quiet. That's definitely not going to what we're
Okay.
trying to do. So
Choose your words wisely.
yeah, because you don't want to say nothing that's going to cut
Mhm.
your partner. Um, because
No, you don't.
they bullshitted us in school and say sticks and stones to break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Them words will fuck you up out here, man.
True.
They bullshitted with us the whole goddamn time. They was playing sticks and stones to break your bones. You can heal from that shit. Some shit somebody says to you cut you deep. You know what I mean?
It can leave a lasting effect.
Absolutely, it can.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So you definitely got to choose your words wisely because some things you say you can't say sorry for. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's certain things, and I think that goes to being able to be vulnerable with your partner and having them not use it against you. You know what I
But
mean?
so how do you feel about like those relationships? This is what because see, this is how I won't talk about it. But how do you feel about those situations, those relationships where they can name call each other, they call each other out their name, they speak real ugly to each other, but they know that the next day they wake up in the morning, it's like, I love you.
More power to 'em. I just don't play that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not with none of that shit because I'm not going to talk to nobody in a fashion I don't want them to talk to me. You know what I mean? I try mostly to live by that. There's a certain way you should be able to carry yourself with your partner. You should be able to talk to your partner. I like if you talk to me like a nigga in the street, then
Mhm.
guess what you'll get? A nigga in the street. And
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like they have an understanding.
that's them. My understanding is if you talk to me like a nigga in the street, you will in turn get that nigga you asked for. And my mouth can be a slut. Filthy. You've never experienced that.
Yeah, but sometimes I be trying to open up a little bit to you, and
That's
but you
fine.
don't be receiving it.
No,
You're
there's a
not
difference between
receptive to it.
there's a difference between opening
No,
up
me
to me.
not meaning like in that way, but it's like it's it's like playful banter, but it's not to hurt anybody. It's not to hurt you. It's just like I fucking love you, but you don't like when I curse. You don't like when I
I
get
don't care about you
angry.
cursing,
Nothing.
but
No.
it,
If I'm cursing at you, you don't like it.
oh yeah, you watch your fucking mouth
Exactly.
because I'm
See,
not I don't
see,
ever be cursing at you.
you just did.
But I said if you cursing at me, that's what's coming out of my mouth first. Watch your fucking mouth. if you curse at me, like I said, you talk to me like a nigga in the street. Now you got yourself a nigga in the street. What do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to feel no type of way behind it because I know we're just having a disagreement for the moment.
We can disagree without that shit. Because listen,
but it's fun sometimes.
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
It's only fun when we sweating and there's baby oil and wild shit going on. That's when it's fun.
That's how I know you ain't from New York.
No, I'm from New York.
You've been in the South.
No, listen. That has nothing to do with it. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you do. Certain things you're just not gonna fucking say to me, no matter where you from.
Oh,
I'm not with that shit. Not with that shit at all. You know fuck. In New York, you get punched in the fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, chick say, suck my dick, you bitch ass nigga. I will throw you out a window, bitch. Who the fuck are you talking to? See, you talk to me like a nigga in the street, you get a nigga in the street. I be trying to, because see, you're my wife. So I'm gonna talk to you like you're my wife. I wanna hold you here. You know what I mean? Like you're ahead, you're above all that other shit. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna talk to you like you one of these goddamn ragamuffins. You know what I mean?
I got a real one.
But if you was a bitch in the street, hey, hey, it's all, man. But you're my wife. I'm not gonna talk to you like that. Fuck out of here. I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that.
Sometimes it's just like a little bit
Nah.
of Bronx left.
Yeah, and I put that Brooklyn foot in your ass real quick. Hey, who the fuck
Babe,
you think
you
you're
and
talking?
not you're not.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not
I be like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? And then you'll,
but you but you don't like to show that side.
because again, why would I show that side to you?
If I'm showing it,
That you're not going to show it to me. Because you're not going to show that shit to me. And relax.
Okay. Moving on.
What's the difference between you never listen to me and I feel unheard when I'm trying to explain myself? What's the difference? What do you think the difference is?
What I just said. You don't be listening sometime when I say stuff.
No, you
like you listen. No,
it's not just us. We're talking about people. We're talking about.
You're asking me what's the difference.
It's on our thing.
Okay,
so we're still going to be talking to other people. We're not just talking about us.
I usually have to speak from experience, but okay. So the difference is you never listen to me means the person that's not listening. They don't really care. You're not listening. You never listen to me. It's like if the wife has to constantly ask the husband to take out the trash. He's not doing it. He's not listening. If she keeps on talking about how she is tired every day from work and she's tired of having to pay certain bills, she's tired of having to deal with these children's attitudes. That's an example of I feel unheard when I'm trying to explain myself. Because I'm sure she's probably explaining to her husband about all of these things that's burdening her, and he's not receptive to it.
That's fair. For me, I think you know, not you're not listening. Would be for men. I think we want our opinion and our this is what we're drinking. We're drinking red Moscato. So I think for men that's listening, for us, if we're not being heard, we feel like we're not being respected. You know what I mean? We feel like you're not listening. We feel like you're not respecting us. And respect to a man is everything. If we say something to you and you just brush it off or do whatever it is you want to do anyway, or the opposite of whatever it is we say, it's like a slap in the face.
Hmm.
So it doesn't make us feel like you're listening or care enough to respect what we are saying, which also can make us feel unheard. And nobody wants to feel unheard.
Hmm.
I think that's respect is due to a dog. And if we feel like we're being unheard or you're not listening, it feels like disrespect to us.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I think, oh shit. I think there's something about if you're having a disagreement, you should fight fair. You know what I mean? If
Fight fair. What does that mean?
you
What
know,
does fighting fair mean?
no name calling,
No
calling
threats
nobody.
of leaving.
Yeah, nobody calling each other out their name. You know, no. What does fight fair mean to you? What do you think?
Express being able to express yourself, and you can still come to some kind of median afterwards. I agree with the no name calling, no threats of leaving, stuff like that.
How do you agree
Um,
with no name calling? Then say you want to be talking all
and we
reckless to
passed
me.
that. We passed that.
No,
I was
yeah,
just
okay, oh yeah,
sometimes I do just want to be get real rowdy with you, but you not receptive to it, so I don't do that. Keep it to myself. Um,
wise decision.
go and listen to some music or
Yeah,
something, calm my nerves
yeah,
down.
wise decision.
But no name calling, no threats of leaving, uh, no using someone's past mistakes as ammunition.
Yeah, I think that's a big one. I think
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of people who when they get mad at their partner, especially in a disagreement, the first thing they do is, yeah, just like you when you did this, motherfucker, that was 11 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean? You can't really hold somebody because that means you didn't forgive them in the first place. If y'all talked about it, trying to walk through it, if somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, I feel like you know this is going on," and or whatever, the disagreement may start off as, "Well, you remember when you did this, and so I did this. That what does that have to do with today?" You know what I mean?
I think that all stems from just being able to throw shots and come out on top and try not to be the the wrongdoer, trying not to
Take accountability.
take accountability. Mm.
I mean, when you're having this type of disagreements, red is good for talks and hearty meals. That is correct, sir. There's a hearty meal coming after we drink this shit.
There's
Yeah, there's food in there.
oh
Shit.
um but yeah, fighting fair.
So I like like I said, the moment things start getting too unnecessary, when people start talking to each other all crazy and calling each other out their names, I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I don't talk reckless to you, other than you're my wife, is because I know where I'll go, and I know how I'll go, and once I'm going, I'm all the way. I'm just full throttle until I feel like I'm done, and I don't want that for you.
You don't think I can fight back?
Listen, I just want you to just know, not that. Listen again.
Back.
I listen. I need you to understand what I'm saying. This. Look at you in the whites of your eyes. You have never heard me talk to you in the past, and you will never hear me talk.
And you ain't never heard
Listen,
me.
yeah, listen. This isn't for back and forth. I want you to understand.
I hear what you're
No,
saying.
listen. Let me say it. I need you to understand. I come from a long line of people that know how to hurt with words. I, if anyone knows Deborah Dolores Walker or Derek DeCarlo Alexander, I've heard Derek say to somebody, "You are a cum drinking Gus."
Oh my! Why would you say that?
Listen, hey,
Why?
because we're online.
Why would you say that?
I don't care about that shit.
I understand. I
Okay.
understand your point.
Okay. All right. So let's get back to it. But like I said, I don't ever want to be to where we're that angry at
Just
each other.
because I'm not as expressive doesn't mean that
No,
I can't do the same thing.
I'm not saying that. See, but you're trying to make it to where it's we're competing right now. We're not. I'm just telling you.
You
No,
did.
no, I didn't. I'm just telling you that I don't ever want to be that angry to where I'll get to that place.
I understand that, and I'm
Okay.
saying that I don't want to do the same thing, but
But see,
you're
you
not
see
the
how,
only one
but
that can fight back with words.
listen what I'm saying. You see how when I said what Derek said, you was like, "Oh my God, why did you say it on the internet?"
Yeah,
Could
because
you imagine?
I think because I know who you're talking about, who he said that to. I think that's why I said that. But whatever.
Just imagine. But that's definitely not where I ever want us to take it to, because shit will get out of hand, and then there's certain things you can't apologize for, and then
Okay.
but that doesn't mean I'll accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see,
Because I can still easily just come back around
but
and say,
I'm not
I'm
that.
sorry, babe.
No, oh no, 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 no. See, and see, that's what I'm saying. There's certain things you can't apologize for. So,
Why?
because I'm not, because if I go that far,
If you go that far,
it's
you're
because
not gonna apologize.
no, because I'm gonna
Oh,
mean it. It's gonna be no sorry after that. I mean, like I'm going all the way Super Saiyan.
mm-hmm.
So
Got you.
and then like I think another thing with fighting fair is you know staying on the problem instead of attacking the person. You know what I mean? Y'all stick to the issue. You know what I mean? It's us versus the problem. How
Mhm.
can we make it shake, and how can we get past this? You know what I mean? What needs to be said? What needs to be done? How can we come together and make sure that this is taken care of and it doesn't happen again?
Mhm.
Well, if it does happen again, we can we know how to attack it better. Instead of pointing fingers at each other, we point fingers at the problem and make sure that we are tightening those screws up. That's why I think a lot of people fall off in relationships in trying to communicate. But oh, you're not communicating with me because they're too busy attacking each other as opposed to the problem. You know what I mean? So what do we do to handle that? There were times when you were saying, you felt a certain way about something previously, and I'd be like, well, how can I support you? You know what I mean? That's how you attack the problem as opposed to the person or what they're doing, what they're not doing. Okay, cool. If you hold me accountable for this, bet. So what can I do for you to feel heard or whatever the case may have been? I think that's how everybody should go into disagreements and how can we attack the problem.
Mhm.
I think that's where a lot of people miss it. They rather um, go in on each other as opposed to
The actual issue.
what's causing the rift.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Going to bed angry.
Mm.
Don't do it. I do it.
What up, Brady? Mm-hmm. You sure do go to bed angry. I don't. You be mad as a motherfucker in the morning.
Hmm?
You say you be madder than a motherfucker in the morning. I wake up and make breakfast. Once I go to sleep, that shit is over with. What's going on?
Hey,
Yeah, once I'm done, once the day over, it's party over.
oh,
I don't give a shit if you mad. You went to bed mad, especially if we done already talked about it and got through
I
it.
don't necessarily be angry though.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
And then you
I
wake
just
up,
be quiet.
and then you wake up with a shitty attitude.
I
You
just be
still
quiet.
you act like I don't know
I just be
why
quiet
you be quiet because you mad.
because I just don't feel
Yeah,
like talking.
exactly. You get
That's
mad. You don't want to
that's it.
eat. You don't want to talk. You don't want to do nothing. I'm just going to bed. Oh my god, stop it. You be
In my
mad.
little corner, leave me alone.
You literally just said you go to bed mad. So how you say you're not mad?
But if I go to bed mad, it's because you think I'm mad.
Get the how?
That
How
makes
if you
sense.
go to no, it doesn't.
Because you be thinking I'm upset, and I really just don't
Because no,
be
look,
upset. I
because
just don't
this
feel like talking.
you literally said you go to bed
I know
mad.
what I said,
Okay then. So look, if you
but I'm just saying
no
now.
no if you go to bed mad, I don't give a shit if you mad.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. You know why? Because I'm not. And in the morning, I'm still not gonna be mad. It's a new day.
You still be because
No.
yes, you do. You be like, man,
I'll be like, you going to bed? Yep. I don't bother you after that. Cool. You mad? You'll be all right in the morning. And if you're not, you'll be all right
and
later
then
in the
you
day.
start texting me
That's because I know you'll be all right later in the day. Like,
that, but you're still concerned.
no, I don't care if you go to bed mad. I don't. I'm going to bed.
But you still be texting me because
I
I'll
don't
wake
text you
up with
why.
a whole book.
I no, I'll text you the next morning. Like, we good? Especially we already talked about like I did the other day. We good? You
Like you
like,
did this morning.
oh, well, whatever it was. We good? Cool. We good. I can't give a shit if
That's
you.
now.
That's what we're talking about.
You ain't used to do that before.
We're not talking about before. We're talking about right now. Give a
You
shit.
changed.
Yes,
I was joking.
that's correct. That's what happens when you grow.
I'm messing with you.
But you
You know how
know,
people be like, "Yo, you changed."
that's correct. And I'll be like, that's correct. But yeah, don't let that wine shoot out your nose out here in the
I was
Facebook
laughing,
streets. Um,
but no, don't go to bed angry. Try to talk out your situation before going to bed.
so
It's hard
is
to.
every argument supposed to be solved before sleep? Do you think every argument is supposed to be solved before sleep?
No, it's supposed to be solved when it's the actual solution. So however long that takes,
Oh, listen, I'm definitely not gonna be mad at. Listen, if we're going to bed,
it's still work in progress for me.
yeah, it sure is. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you what. If we are about to go to bed,
Depending on the situation. Yes, you writing the whole book.
right? Because listen,
And then talk about you don't like texting. You don't like all this
you
texting.
know why?
I'm right in the house.
But
I'm right in the house.
you know why? Because if I go in there and try to talk to you, this is what you'll do. You'll respond to text. You know what I'm saying? So if you respond to text, that's what you're gonna get.
Oh, okay.
I go in there and talk to you. But as far as if we haven't solved it before we went to bed, I'm done with it.
No.
Yeah, because I'll be like, I'll text you in the morning, and be like, hey,
Mm-mm.
we good?
That's not enough.
That's for you. Like, especially like if
It depends
like,
on the
hold on,
situation.
because if we've talked about it and we've come to understanding whether we agree or disagree, and you still go to bed, man, that is on you.
My birthday is February 16th. I'm Aquarius.
I think she is too, or Pisces.
And John's birthday is February. No, I'm just joking. November the 13th, the 12th. I'm joking. John's birthday is November 12th. He's a Scorpio. Scorpio and Aquarius. The odd couple.
She's the odd one.
No, you the odd one.
But, you know, I think, there's a significant thing with going to bed angry. It doesn't
And then you got the nerve to ask me to rub your head. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it ruins your day the next day. You don't start the day off with no type of positive energy. Once I lay in the bed and I close my eyes, I don't give a shit after that. Because she's Aries.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah,
I don't know a lot of Aries. That's
Brooklyn is the
crazy. I know
Aries.
Brooklyn is an Aries, but
I got an Aries daughter.
April. I didn't. I only knew a handful of Aries ever in my life. That's crazy. I'm surrounded by Scorpios,
You're welcome.
Scorpios, other Aquarians, Geminis. It's crazy. I don't know, like maybe 3 or 4 Aries.
Now you know another one. But a deal breaker is something.
Maybe you did that. You was
Uh,
talking about going to bed.
oh, okay, right. We getting that down
I
that
don't know.
far.
I don't
We
know.
passed that. We're gonna play it fast.
Okay, finish your point, love.
Okay, there we
Talk
go.
about the bed thing. You were saying when you go to
Yeah, when you go to
bed.
bed angry, the next morning it doesn't start your day with any positive energy. You're not positive to your partner. You're not giving out positive energy to the world. Um, rock with Scorpios or Geminis. Well, you rock with me, so I don't know. And you rock with Pete, because Pete is a Scorpio. Pete is a Gemini. You rock with both of us. So,
Gemini's is, but I
um,
get along with Gemini's.
so sometimes take time to cool down. Uh, sometimes taking time to cool down prevents unnecessary. Um, keep you from saying shit that you don't want to say to your partner, or you want to say, but you want to say it so they can understand it, not cause unnecessary drama. You know what I mean? So I think there's a time where, oh yeah, as a partner, okay,
Wife
wife
is
is a
a Libra.
Libra,
Libras
okay,
is good people. Libras is very indecisive. Bryce is a Libra. Our son is a Libra.
shit, Bryce
He
is pretty
he can be
decisive.
no, he can be very indecisive. He'll text me in a heartbeat. Ma, should I do this or should I do this?
Bryce is
Should
looking
I
for
do this or should I
balance.
do this? He
Bryce
got a
needs
good head on his shoulders.
Bryce needs balance.
That's Libras. They're
Yeah.
very indecisive. But anywho, going to bed angry is
No, we're
not
past
what
that.
I be doing.
The goal isn't
It's
always
not always going to be a resolution before bed. Reassurance? What's the reassurance?
the reassurance that we're going to stay together regardless. That's the reassurance.
Okay.
So like I said, that's why you shouldn't go to bed angry, because
No, because I can still go to bed with a little not satisfied about the situation, but I love you. I can't do that. What's wrong with that?
it's you that's wrong with that shit. Even
That's
your kisses be hard. Even if like good morning.
lies.
No, the fuck it's not a lie.
Stop playing.
If I'm going to work and you're mad, I don't even kiss you on your lips. I'm scared you might.
Exactly.
I'm scared you.
That's
I'm
on
because I'm
you.
scared you're gonna
You
bite me on the mouth.
lies.
Scared.
You gonna give me a forehead
Hey
kiss?
y'all,
Like
send
what?
help. Send help.
And I be like, yo, okay, that's how it is.
Oh, what up, E? This is
She's
wife.
a Libra.
Yeah,
Oh, hey. Okay.
she good people too. She real solid. She's solid. Good people. I think you'll like her.
Can't believe.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. But
What does a true apology actually look like?
change behavior. That's what a real apology looks like. Change the behavior. If I apologize for something I've done, then my work is to never do it again. You know what I mean? That is a true apology. If I'm sorry for it, if I tell you I apologize, then all I have to make is on me to make sure that it never happens again. That is what an apology is. I don't give a fuck if you say I'm sorry, but if you do it again, you wasn't sorry in the first place.
Oh.
You know what I mean? A sorry. Derek used to say, sorry.
He said blink 2 times if you say, who is that for, John? Stop playing. Oh God. Wait, no, so a true apology.
Because Derek used to say this: an apology is saying sorry is only a word to make up for something that you might have said or did that you meant the first time.
Till I pull out that youngest strap.
Mm, that ain't even an apology.
Whatever.
It's not. Change behavior is an apology.
Okay.
Change behavior is an apology. You can't expect to
Okay.
apologize, give up some booty, and then do the same shit again.
Mm.
No, that's not how that's gonna work out.
Because you said send help. That's why he said that blink twice. Mhm.
I did say send help. Somebody send help. Help.
He's safe. He's all good. Mm-mm. He's good.
I'm all good. I'm all good.
He is all good. Stop
What are you
playing.
talking about?
Yeah, oh, so change behavior is the true apology. Um,
That's what I think. And taking responsibility for your actions.
mhm.
Understanding the hurt you caused. Don't make excuses either. Well, because hey, because you did this, or at the end of the day, it was some sucker shit. Period.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's all it was. At the end of the day, you made the choice to do whatever it is you did, whatever infraction it was. You can't make excuses. The only excuse is you did it, and it's nothing else. Just don't do it again. That's the apology.
Mm.
Is to make sure that shit doesn't happen again, and it's on you after that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Um, can trust be rebuilt if apology never comes with action?
It's gonna be hard. It's kind of hard to do that.
I'm gonna say no completely to that. If there's no action, then it's just words.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous to think that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm back outside, bitch. I'm back outside, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, if there's no work being done to gain the trust back, or to show them that you really are apologetic and you meant what you said, how do you expect them to forgive you? I expect them
Mm-hmm.
to trust you. And then on top of that, you have no um there's no way you can tell somebody how to heal, when to heal, how they're supposed to take it, especially if they're the ones hurting. You can't make them heal when you want them to. You just have to continue to put the work in until they show you that. Um, oh, trust is always two way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But once trust is betrayed, it's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
You just have to do the work. You know what I mean? And you can and nobody can't tell you how to do it or how to heal or to not feel a certain type of way. You can feel however you want to.
That's true.
You know, that's something you gotta do. And with these arguments though, you also gotta get to um understand if you have a wife in your life, for us men, we did mental I know this is mental health month and we did talk about it last week, but I don't want to go, without noticing that our wives bear a brunt of mental health as well. And when you're arguing or when you two are fussing and things like that, you have to take into account that um, she too is going through some things that even if your partner hasn't really fully taken accountability, you can put forth the work biblically if a person continues
And
and faith without waver, they draw their partner in. Oh, absolutely. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen to that. But like I said, I don't want to take away from what a woman goes through mentally, especially in times where we are going through disagreements. You know,
Disagreements and deal breakers. Just a relationship and as a whole. Like women have, like I said to you today, women's work is never done. And that is all across the board because we are the caregivers, we are the reminders, the secretaries, the cooks, the we have a lot of titles.
men do as well. We're not talking about us right now. We're talking about y'all, but we definitely have a lot of titles as well. I'm not going to take away from y'all. It's like I'm not going to let y'all take away from us. And what?
I'm listening.
No, because I want you to. You made a face like we don't.
Because you're taking away from it right now.
Oh no,
You're
I'm not trying
talking
to.
about
Okay, I'm
you.
sorry. I apologize. But yeah, if we going outside to take care of home to bring back, what we need to for the house, we have to make sure that mentally, as men, that our wives, if they're taking care of the home and the children, that they are in a good place mentally to be able to give us what it is we need to continue to go get it for 'em. You know,
Men set the tone.
yeah, we do set the
And a
tone.
lot of men don't realize that. They set the tone. They just think that the woman is supposed to be
Correct, Rick.
the one to
Say a word,
pick
sister. I
up
know that's right,
pick
Essence.
up where left off, but it's you're still the man of the house. You still have to
Absolutely.
set the tone.
We do have to set the tone. And
Once you set that tone of the household, then she can feel like she can.
mentally, just
It's a mental.
I
What do
guess
you
I
call it?
guess alleviation of certain weight. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You don't have to worry as much about
Exactly.
certain things. And which it has taken us quite a long time to get there. but we've gotten there now. There's nothing right now
I mean,
better.
it's a work in
It's
progress.
still work. It's still work every
It's
day.
every single day.
You
It's
have
still
to.
work.
You have to be working.
It's never just, oh, we're there now. We're completely no.
Mm-mm. But
I don't think it'll ever be that
we have the
before
understanding
there's
of
an understanding of where
hmm
what needs to happen
yeah,
and
we're both working towards
how
it.
to get there.
Like as a man, I know that I have to be able to make sure that she worries about she worries so much less about what she used to have to worry about. So therefore she can give me what it is I need to continue to go outside and fight the world.
But it's also okay for women to not be okay, or it's also okay for women to say, no, I'm gonna just like let this go and let God do God, because if you're going to carry that stress kills.
Hmm.
Stress kills. And I could tell you this, like I take the quote by the famous Jill Scott very seriously. She said in her interview with Angie Martinez, you work hard in your 20s, you work smarter in your 30s. What she said, you work how you want to in your 40s, you work
Or if
when you want
yeah,
to in your 50s, and you work if you want to in your 60s. And that's what I took that as I take that
that's solid.
very importantly,
Yeah,
and that's also what made me decide to just continue to work from home rather than out brick and mortar, because I didn't want to have to deal with traffic. I didn't want to have to deal with
people.
people's attitudes and can I go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Even though they was trying to make me a supervisor, I didn't want it.
Somebody
I
at
didn't
the
want
other
it.
spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I figured that wasn't
They would have had me if I didn't put in my resignation. They would have asked me if she wanted me to, but she was sad to see me leave. But I want to work at home. I want to be comfortable in my home, making my money, and be able to take care of home, be able to keep the house clean, be able to cook dinner. So it's like still there's other jobs, but it's uh things get done the way they need to get done, the way we wanted to, because we can be kind of OCD about certain things.
and
Uh,
and men, I'll say this. There are ways to be able to um let her simmer down mentally. Uh Take care of some of the household chores. Cook sometimes. Sometimes when she come home from work, or you come home from work, if she's been busy, or you have a day off, and you know how she's been all week. Uh,
Give her a foot rub.
yeah, give her a foot
Give
rub,
her
or
a
or
massage.
or give her breakfast in bed, and you clean up the house.
Exactly.
You do those things. You take care of the house, so she don't have to get up and be like, well, let me go ahead and get my day started and clean up the house. No, the house clean. This is
And
done.
it's very important for women to have their self-care days where they just
Absolutely.
like take time for themselves.
Hmm.
Quiet time outside. It can be a walk. It can be going to get your feet done, going to get your nails
Hmm.
done, get your hair done. Just something for yourself. It should be at least, if you can't do it once a day, at least once a week.
Yeah. Or every 2 weeks. Whenever you can do it, just make sure you do it. Get it done. Make sure you have your days to where you can relax, release. Get you some Calgon take me away time.
Meditating often, meditate. You can meditate for 5 minutes, and it can make a whole difference in your day.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, I don't mind if she's in the room. She comes out of the room after work and the house is clean. I've already cooked, things of that nature. It makes that day go a little easier. And then also it makes her want to be more affectionate. And then, it takes the aspect of concerning herself with I'm tired and I gotta do this and this and this. Take some of that off her plate. You know what I mean? And she in turn will take some of the shit off your plate. You know what I mean? It may or give you the strength to be able to go back outside and fight the world. Uh, you know, we have uh that thing now. Like the other day when she was like, if you wash the dishes, I'll go ahead and start cooking. But I went on ahead and washed the dishes and started cooking myself. So when she came out, she was like, "Oh, you didn't start cooking yet? Go sit your ass down."
But he already had cleaned out the refrigerator too, y'all. I was surprised at that. I was like, "Oh wow, thank you so much, thank
You know
you,
what I mean? You got to
babe."
be able to
That
do
was a
those type of
nice.
things.
That was a nice surprise. But um,
I mean, do that, relieve her of some of that shit sometimes.
mhm.
Stuff. You know what I mean? You got to take care. You got to take care. You can work all day long, but you still got to take. Just because you're working, don't mean you're actually taking care of home. You dig? You got to take care of your lady, because she's the one taking care of the house. So if she's good, listen, that battery they put in your back, she knows now. Listen, that should have turned the man into a super saiyan. I promise you that shit.
Mhm.
Just a text me like, baby, I believe in you. I thank you for everything you do for us. I could be having the worst day in the world and get a text like that and be like,
But it makes a difference when you have that actual mental space to
that
think
I
about certain
completely
things
agree
like
with that.
that. It
Absolutely.
really, really makes a difference
I completely agree with that.
when you're not overloaded with other stuff. But we're gonna close out with some questions for y'all. Y'all can leave the comments of your answers or email us at
At
Venom
Venom Vision
the
Podcast
podcast
at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. But the first question is, what is one thing your partner can do
We can answer it
that
too.
instantly turns a small disagreement into a major problem?
All right. So what do you think?
Let us know. Hmm?
We'll answer it for each other too,
What
real
is
quick.
one thing your partner can do that instantly turns a small disagreement into a major problem?
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring the small disagreement. Like you just don't care anymore. Um,
Well, let me answer.
another,
Hold, let me answer too.
oh,
I think, yeah, getting closing down, shutting down.
shutting down.
You shut down when you don't like what's being said. I want to say. So,
Mm.
all right,
Um,
what's the next one?
next question is, are deal breakers supposed to be discussed before marriage or discovered during marriage?
I think it can be both because the deal breakers discussed before marriage, you know, but as marriage goes on and you grow and your wife grows, you become different people.
Hmm. And it's like at the beginning, it's like, I don't want to think of stuff that I have to say no to you about, Because everything is just like, oh, lovey dovey, and you're just on cloud nine in the beginning.
Right. But see, what people fail to realize is that with every new phase of the marriage or whatever, then it's going to take a new level of growth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take a new version of yourself. It may not be the version you're used to. So now you have to discuss or discover those deal breakers in the middle of the marriage, and they have to recalibrate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last question is refusing to apologize a bigger problem than the original mistake? Refusing to apologize?
What do you say?
I think it should be a mutual agreement that ends the whole argument or disagreement. It should be you come together, you can both apologize to each other, and that's that. That's what I think. I don't know.
I think that is the refusal to apologize is is worse than a disagreement because
Yeah, yeah, refusing to apologize.
because so you're not sorry for what you said.
Mhm.
You're not sorry for what you did. You know what I mean? Like you meant to do it. You know what I mean? That's what that is after that. I'm not apologizing.
Right.
Cool, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's probably worse off.
But at the end of the day, just love on your partners, love on each other, and just create some memories.
Do it till you're satisfied. Go on and
Um,
do it.
do it.
Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is. Do it.
Okay.
Do it till you're satisfied. Oh, you like me hitting them high notes? Yeah. Get them shits. I'm John Legend.
Hmm.
I'm John Dreamer.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It is our time. We are
Party
past our
inside.
time.
Yeah, we did. Hey, we
And
went
it's
a little
past
long.
our bedtime.
Not for me. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Well, I do.
Oh, take.
So we'll see y'all next week.
Absolutely.
Friday, same time,
Or
same
it could be the person that
place.
didn't believe they were wrong. It could be,
That's true.
but to solve an issue, everybody should apologize. I'm sorry for flying off the handle. I'm sorry for that's gray hair. Yes, ma'am.
Is it?
Yes, that's gray hair.
Oh my. I
That's
thought it
great.
was something on your skin.
It was gray hair. But it's not about being wrong or right at certain points. I think it's more about um not arguing anymore. You know what I mean? I think it's coming to a resolution. Uh the wrong or right is kind of irrelevant after a while. You know what I mean? It's about trying to stop the fight. It's more about the problem than it is the who's wrong or right. I mean, stop the problem, fix that. But we will be on next week.
Next
Same
Friday,
same
same
bat
time, 10
time,
o'clock,
same bat
10
channel,
p.m. Eastern
Eastern Standard Time.
on John's Facebook Live and on YouTube. Venom and Vision, the podcast.
And we have all our episodes on YouTube, and it
Check them
should
out.
be on at the Venom and Vision podcast page on Facebook. It's tagged on there, so you can check them out there too.
Thank
And
y'all for tuning in.
absolutely.
And we love y'all.
Catch you
Thank
later.
y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Good night.